Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back. I'm here bringing out another NBA 2K22 video. In today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the Memphis Grizzlies. And a little bit about the Memphis Grizzlies is they do have their future point guard in John Morant. Everyone knows that, man. They did make a questionable trade in the offseason, I think. And they traded Jonas Valanciunas for Steven Adams. And the only logical reason I could think about why they did that trade was because either one, Valanciunas wanted too much money, or two, he wasn't going to resign, period. So I could see they got something for him instead of not getting anything for him. But we are going to be moving on from Steven Adams. I like Steven Adams in real life, but he's just not a 2K type of player. And they do have Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant. Those are the two future stars. I do like Dylan Brooks' game a lot. The dude was clamping up in the playoffs, man. The dude was... His shots are questionable sometimes, but he's a really good defender, good three-point shooter. And then Kyle Anderson is just that slow-mo, man. Everyone knows slow-mo. He's that playmaker that goes at his own pace, has a good mid-range game, decent three-point shot. And all around, man, he's an all around type of player, but he won't average that big of points. But if you're new to the channel, guys, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's hop in this rebuild. So for the first year, I do want to contend with this team. I do want to get help around John Morant. I want to get help around Jaren Jackson Jr. So the first move I want to do is move on from Steven Adams. Like, he's a decent center, man, but could we just get like some other type of center? Like, there's not really that many good centers. Maybe like a Clint Capella. If we do, Desmond Bane's a good three-point shooter too. He's a rookie. If we do Steven Adams and like Trey Jones makes some money to help move on. We could possibly get like a Clint Capella maybe. Jakob Poeltl's there. Miles Turner. Miles Turner does help spread the floor a bit. And he does make less money. But Miles Turner just doesn't really rebound. Let's go to the Atlanta Hawks and see if we can get Clint Capella, because the Atlanta Hawks have what we want, and that's Clint Capella. Or we could go Jared Allen. He just makes a lot of money too. Not everyone makes a lot of money. Clint Capella makes 4 years, $84 million. That's a lot of money, man. This trade would require the Hawks more money than allowed. So if we just go like this, would they do it? And they want Xavier Tillman for Jahlil Okafor. No. We'll give you the first round pick though. I don't want to give up Xavier Tillman, man. I do like Xavier Tillman's game. And then they want Desmond Bane. I will give y'all y'all can have Chris Dunn. I can have Chris Dunn for Jahlil Okafor. How about that? Because I don't really want to give up all the young players we have. And it should be something that they want. Yeah, they keep wanting the young players, man. I don't want to give up any young players. I'll give y'all maybe one more first down here where it really wouldn't matter. Like a 2026 first. And they want this guy who I never heard of. I guess he was just drafted this year. We'll just do it. We need a better center, and Clint Capella helps with that right away. He can't spread the floor, but he is a good rim protector. So we got Clint Capella, Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks, and DeAnthony Melton. So if we can upgrade the shooting guard position, man, this rebuild should be a piece of cake if we can upgrade the shooting guard position. So they do have Desmond Bane, who could play shooting guard because he is 6'5". I don't really think he's a small forward. So if we move Trey Jones and Chris Dunn, could we just get any type of like 80 overall shooting guard, like a Buddy Hield? Anyone that'll help work this team out, man. It's kind of interesting that the Grizzlies, man, with John Morant, like I really didn't think they would get rid of Jonas Valanciunas, because he was like that big brother and mentor for them, kind of. I feel like I would watch them sometimes. But we'll do Brook Lopez here, and then we're going to end up flipping Brook Lopez because there wasn't many much offers. So if we could flip Brook Lopez to power forward, does he go up? He stays the same. So I just need a shooting guard, man. If we could just get a shooting guard, that's it, man. Because we already have Brandon Clark as a backup power forward anyway. I saw the GOAT Caruso there. Luke Kennard's a 75. Like, Duncan Robinson might have to be, man. It might have to be Duncan Robinson. He plays no lick of defense, but Dylan Brooks and John Morant do. So yeah, man, let's just go with Duncan Robinson, even though he got that enormous contract. Or should I go with Caruso? Will Caruso go up at shooting guard is the question. He's 27. Duncan Robinson's 27. Let's just go with Duncan Robinson. If worse comes to worse, we could flip Duncan Robinson, man. So the lineup for season number 1 isn't bad, man. It's John Morant, Duncan Robinson, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Clint Capella, with Kyle Anderson coming off the bench, with Brandon Clark, Xavier Tillman, and Desmond Bane coming off the bench. This team's not too bad, man. I see us making the playoffs, but I don't think we're finals contenders just yet. So we made it to the end of the first season, and we did pretty good, man. We got the 3rd seed. We were flipping back and forth from 1st to 3rd, so we pretty much ended up getting the 3rd seed. Nothing too much. I do believe though that Ja Morant did make an All-NBA first team for us, which is expected, man. It's Ja Morant. Ja Morant did not make an All-NBA first team. That's kind of outrageous, I think. And Clint Capella didn't make an All-Defensive team, and neither did Dylan Brooks. So we did end up getting the 3rd seed, like I said, and it was a pretty close tie, man. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. It was a pretty much back and forth, yeah, 48, 49, and 51. We were 3 games out of the 1st seed, man. It was nothing too spectacular. The Suns tied with us. Like, it was all I guess they're in the play-in. It was all pretty much just a real rounded standings this year. So if we look at the stats and player stats, we were led by Ja Morant's 24 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Jaren Jackson 17, 7, and 2 blocks almost, and almost 2 steals a game too. Dylan Brooks had 14, 2, and 1. Clint Capella had 12, 14, and 2 blocks, man. Clint Capella is a monster on. He's good in real life, but he just gets overlooked by like the Joel Embiids, the Jokic's, the Karl Anthony Towns. But let's sim it to the play-in. So we play the Clippers in the first round. Simulate the play-in, and then let's see if we can get past the Clippers, man. The Clippers are a good team. We actually end up sweeping the Clippers. That's pretty good, man, sweeping the Clippers, because honestly, I didn't expect to beat the Clippers. They do have Kawhi, Paul George, Buddy Hield, Serge Ibaka, but Ja Morant had 33 and 7 for us. Duncan Robinson had 21. The Duncan Robinson is low-key a very good trade, I believe. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Heat wouldn't trade him in real life, man, but on 2K, the dude's just everywhere, man. He averaged, like, what's he averaging in the playoffs right now? 11 points. He's shooting 64% from the 3-point line. How many threes did he attempt this series, man? Like, he attempted 17 and made 11. That's not too bad. And then we're taking on the Lakers, who we did beat a couple times in the regular season, but the Lakers ended up sweeping us. So LA gets the last laugh as they go on to win the NBA championship as LeBron James is Finals MVP. So this team isn't too bad, man. We got the 3rd seed. We're doing work, but I do feel like we just need to like get that better player. Like, if Duncan Robinson didn't do bad, man, but if we can get like someone better than Duncan Robinson, you know, like an 80 to 84 overall, because we're at the NBA draft, and I skipped it actually, but if I can move this first and Duncan Robinson's contract, he makes 16 million along with Melton. Is there any possible way to get like someone higher? Like Draymond, I don't want, man. Like Terry Rozier is not bad, and Gordon Hayward, you get 2 for 1 right here. You could possibly flip. We could possibly flip him too. You can get Markelle Fultz and Jonathan Isaac, who have way more trade value, I bet, than these two. 3 stars, 3 stars, 2.5, and 3. I feel like Markelle Fultz will have more trade value, but then you pass on 283 overalls. I don't know where to go with this. Terry Rozier makes 21 million. He makes 17 and 16. This is kind of hard, man. They want 2 first. We'll go with this trade. And if first comes to worst, we could flip him. Like, I want to flip Markelle Fultz, unless he goes up at shooting guard, and I don't think he does, because they made it to where players don't really go up. He goes down. So let's see. So Markelle Fultz is an interesting player because he was what Philly wanted, but he just wasn't, like, he just couldn't shoot in Philly. I don't know why. Everyone's seen the videos where he just couldn't shoot free throws. Yeah, there's nothing really for Markelle Fultz here. Like, we can get Gordon Hayward straight up. Robert Williams, he's a good backup center. Let's go with Gordon Hayward, and then we could flip Gordon Hayward if we have to. I know Gordon Hayward's older and all that, but we're trying to like get better players for this team. And we have Jonathan Isaac already, so if we could flip Hayward for something better, like a Klay Thompson, you see, like we could really get Klay Thompson for Gordon Hayward. Norman Powell is nice, man. Like DeJounte Murray, like, yeah, man. Like, you could just get so many better players. But Kyle Lowry, Terry Rozier, we do need that shooting guard, because I don't know who it was. I could get Klay Thompson and it would just be over. Like, it would just be a done deal, man. But I've got Klay Thompson already before, I think. And I've got Terry Rozier before, Kyle Lowry, Spencer Dinwiddie. Let's just go with Klay Thompson. And then we'll look at what the rotation's looking like right now after we do rookie signings. We'll sign both of these guys. Team player options, we do want to bring all these guys back. I forgot they traded for Jared Culver. Jared Culver just been a disappointment in the NBA so far. And honestly, I just don't see much of anything to do. Like, we don't have any cap space, clearly. The cap space is all eaten up already. Like, we got to bring Jaren Jackson Jr. back. And then I do want to bring Kyle Anderson back. So we do get both of them back. And honestly, the way this goes is, yeah, Jaren Jackson's going to accept. I hate how they do that, man. Like, if they accept their offer, let them accept their offer, man. Can I afford Nurkic? No, we only got $4 million. So the rotation isn't too bad. I hate how this year though you can't go to training camps with players. That's something they took out as your training camps, which makes no sense why they would take training camps out. But Klay Thompson did go down 1 overall, but John Moran went to a 90 overall, man. The dude's just a beast, man. So let's see what we can get for Klay Thompson, because we got to get rid of one player already anyway. So who can I get rid of? That's pretty much just get rid of this dude. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, I don't know why it was taking forever to do that, but let's go and see what we can do for Klay Thompson, because the rotation isn't too bad with Klay Thompson there, man. Like, he's what you want. You have John Morant, Klay Thompson, Dylan Brooks. That's great defense in the top 3 and great shooting. And then you got Jaren Jackson, Clint Capella with Jonathan Isaac, Kyle Anderson, Tillman, Clark, and Desmond Bay off the bench. It's not bad, man. But if we can get something better for Klay Thompson, like, is there anything on? I don't really think you can upgrade from Klay Thompson, but why not? Like, if you throw in Isaac and Klay Thompson, can you upgrade? You can get Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons. I just got Ben Simmons in my last video, so I'm probably not going to get him. You could get Bam Adebayo. Yo, I do like Bam Adebayo a lot. Jared Allen and Colin Sexton. If I can get Bam Adebayo straight up for like Klay Thompson, I think I would. Do it. They want Kyle Anderson. I don't want to give up Kyle Anderson, man. I'll throw y'all another second. They want Jared Culver. Yeah, y'all can have Jared Culver. So we got Bam Adebayo now. And honestly, I'm content with having Bam Adebayo. I do like Clint Capella, man. But like, Bam Adebayo is just a better player, I think, than Clint Capella. So if we move on from Clint Capella now, I do think we can get a shooting guard for Clint Capella. And they'll probably give us Klay Thompson back, but I'm not going to take Klay Thompson back. We could get Ben Simmons. Oh, you got to give up Jonathan Isaac. Karl Anthony Towns. Like, yo. Clint Capella has that much trade value. You can get some bonus. Jamal Murray. De'Aaron Fox. Yo. I think I'm going to take De'Aaron Fox. Oh, we can get Jaylen Brown, actually. Zach LaVine. Chris Middleton. Let's go with Zach LaVine because he is a shooting guard, and I don't know if other people are going to go up and down in these. Like, there was better offers clearly, like Karl Anthony Towns. It's a bonus, but honestly, let's do Karl Anthony Towns first because I feel like I could get Zach LaVine later. What's the problem? The Grizzlies would acquire $9 million. $9 million. I can have this guy, and I'll give y'all a second. And like, we're about to win the championship, man. Like, we're about to win the championship. And they agreed to the trade. So what can I get for Karl Anthony Towns, man? Like, we're just getting to flip assets at this point, man. For Karl Anthony Towns, what shooting guard could we get? Chris Middleton's there. Zach LaVine should be there. Paul George, Klay Thompson. De'Aaron Fox is still there. I like CJ, but he's just such a low overall. Yeah, there's not really much shooting guards, I guess. So let's just go and get I'm just gonna have to end up getting a what's his name, Zach LaVine, probably, because there's not really many shooting guards. Could we get LaMelo Ball low key? Nah, his trade value is way too high. So let's just go get Zach LaVine and call it a day, man. I was gonna give up Brandon Clark anyway. They have too many centers, so if I just make Cat a power forward, will they do it? They say they have too many centers, which I don't know why you don't want Karl Anthony Towns, but I guess if I make him a power forward, they'll give me Zach LaVine. So Karl Anthony Towns can't even get us Zach LaVine. Could get us Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Yo, these trades, man. I'm about to do that trade for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Brandon Clark, nah, I can't do that, man. Might as well mortgage the future, right? I don't want to give up Brandon Clark. Like, if I have to give up Brandon Clark, I guess, but I really don't want to. Y'all can have, because we already have Tillman, we have Anderson off the bench, we still have Isaac, we have so many power forwards off the bench. We might have to get rid of Brandon Clark for this trade, like, unless they want Zaire Williamson or something. He's got 3-star value. Just do something like that. Why not, man? Like, if I give y'all a second and they agree to it, cool. So this team isn't bad, man. You got John Morant, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Bam Adebayo, Jonathan Isaac, Kyle Anderson, Tillman, Clark, all off the bench. These are all big men off the bench, man. Like, I know Kyle Anderson can run the small forward position, so we're gonna make him a small forward. He stays at a 79, so that's cool, man. Jonathan Isaac's the power forward, small forward. Clark and Tillman are there along with Desmond Bane. This team isn't too bad, man. Like, I really like the way this team is with John Morant and Shai Gilgeous. If this team doesn't win a championship, man, 2K just needs to delete their game, man. So we made it to the end of the second season, and we got the first seed, man. We got the first seed, which is very good. It was expected with this team to get the first seed. We went 70-12. Yo, we went 70-12. It's over, man. It is over. We built an all-star team here in Memphis, and Karl Anthony Towns did get an All-NBA third team for the OKC Thunder, but none of our players made it, which is shocking. We went 70-12, yo. I'm about to show y'all, like, that's just outrageous to me. And we went 70-12. That was literally 22 games over, and damn, man, that is wild. If we look at the stats and we look at the player stats, we were led by John Morant. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 25 and 8 assists, and we had John Morant with 25 and 8 assists. This two is just too much, man. It's just too much with these two. Jaren Jackson had 15, 7, and then Bam Adebayo had 14, 8, and 5. That's what I like more about Bam Adebayo. He's more of a playmaker than Clint Capella was. And then Dillon Brooks had 11 points for us, along with, here's the rest of the stats, not too much, but this team was just nasty, man. Like, if we look at the rotation, I guarantee you they both started. Yeah, man, they both started. That's wild. They want to start Kyle Anderson right now, but they're all tired. So I guess we'll take some minutes away from them, and I'll give it to Jonathan Isaac. So who are we taking on the first round, man? Simulate the play-in, and we're taking on the Phoenix Suns at the 8th seed. We should get past them, and we end up sweeping the Phoenix Suns. Damn, man, we ended up sweeping them, and Shai Gilgeous, man, is just the truth, man. Him and John Morant, that's just too much for other teams to have to. That's just too much for other backcourts to have to guard, man. Simulate the round against the we do get past the New Orleans Pelicans, who always have Zion Williamson, who's too much, man. Zion is just too much. And then we're taking on Shai's former team, man. Karl Anthony Towns was here for a couple minutes, and then he ended up getting shipped for Shai. Let's see who gets the last laugh here. And it looks like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets that last laugh, man. And all in all, they got John Wall too. That's not a bad team. John Wall, Karl Anthony Towns, Dorette, and Kevin Love. That's not bad, man. But we are taking on the Sixers. Could we please get past the Sixers and win the championship? And we do go on to win the NBA championship, man. I feel like this rebuild was kind of easy, as we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to pair up with John Morant. But John Morant averaged 28 points, 10 assists on 52% shooting and 47% from the three-point line in 5 games in the NBA Finals, man. And John Morant is just going to be that future point guard for them, man. If he could get his free throw shooting up, that's like the only downfall he has, is he's not that really good of a free throw shooter. If he can get that up, man, the sky's the limit for this kid, man. But if you're new to the channel, guys, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what other rebuilds y'all want to see, man. And I will catch y'all guys next time. Peace.